out here forever for you. Look at this sea of people.
I am like scared too.
See all the farmers farm stuff. Excited for the race tonight. Always looking forward to racing at Atlanta. It's cool track. It's slippery. It's fast, kind of rough. So you can move around pretty much and go wherever. It's gonna be a long race. It'll be good.
Now, Kasey, first off, I want to congratulate you on the heck of a show you put on last week. I'll tell you what. It was hard racing, it was clean racing, and it's racing the way it should be. And that's why you have this many people out here, because you race them like you want to be raced. Guys, did you think he did a great job last week? Kasey, awesome job last week. Good job.
We had a great car. You know, about halfway through the race, we got it where we wanted it, and came from the tank that final time. Got to mad and just tried everything I could to get by, and came so close a couple times, but didn't clear. Was wished at the end that I would have figured out how to get by and just how to make it happen, but I didn't. We had some good points though, so it helped us. We're sitting really good in the chase now. Have a good run tonight, and we'll be looking good.
Nothing to sneeze at. A first at Bristol and a second at Bristol. Can't get too much better than that.
Yep.
Now, earlier this week, actually last week, how many people saw that beautiful story on ESPN, that Make-A-Wish story about little girl? I'll tell you what, that was an amazing story. They did such a great piece on ESPN. Can you tell us a little bit about that day that you spent with Riley?
Yeah, it was really good to see it on ESPN and see how happy she was. I knew she was a blast to hang out with. She's a really sweet girl, and she was in Daytona for like two or 3 days, and spent a bunch of time together. So she was having fun, had a great time at the race, and I was battling for the lead all the way until the last lap, and then got the wreck there, and she was pretty upset afterwards. But it was
So
a
was
great time hanging out with her. We had a lot of fun.
Now we have the Farmers Racing Facebook question. As a driver, what part of the race weekend is the most stressful? Practice, qualifying, pit stops, restarts, passing, etc. And how do you deal with that stress?
I would say, you know, probably during the race, things that are thrown at you throughout the race would be the most stressful at times. I think some of the most crucial parts of the weekend is the practice sessions, the final practice sessions, and just getting the car where it needs to be, so the balance is close, so you can work with adjust on it and be able to keep up with the racetrack, say for tonight's race. So I think, final practice yesterday is really crucial. I felt like we did a pretty good job there, so we'll definitely have a shot tonight.
Now, when you're racing, there's only one seat in that race car. It's just you. But it wasn't the case on Friday. I think Friday morning, the breast cancer awareness, you were able to take some of those gals and girls around the racetrack. They were going 120, 130 miles per hour. Were they just constantly talking to you the whole time?
Yeah, some of them were talking the whole time. Some of them were screaming the whole time. Some of them were pretty quiet. They just never knew what you were going to get. But yeah, myself and Danica, she drove one of the Chevy Camaros, I drove another one, and they're painted pink, breast cancer awareness for Chevrolet, and they raise a lot of money every year for breast cancer awareness, so it's pretty neat. I think tonight it's $200 for every pace lap, every caution flag lap throughout the whole race, and there's some more races this year where that money will be donated as well. So it's, I think it's like $2.2 million in the last 3 or 4 years that Chevrolet has raised for breast cancer. So it's pretty neat deal, and the ladies were having a blast, so that made it fun.
Now, we're here in Atlanta only one time during the year. When you go to tracks like Atlanta, Vegas, and you're only there one time during the year, to make it trickier on setups, I know like Michigan, it's only a month apart when you're at Michigan. Pocono, you guys are there really close together. When you only come here once, is it trickier when you're only at a track one time?
It's not. I wouldn't say it's trickier. I'd say it's you only get one shot to win at that track, and Atlanta's it's a tough track. Las Vegas, we did one shot there and came really close. But I like racing. You know, I like hitting the tracks a couple times, but when you only get to go once, it makes it exciting. It's a race that you look forward to because you only get one chance a year to win here, and that's what it's all about. So I don't think it's too much. It's not very much difficult. I mean, we tested and are pretty prepared. So just can't wait to get started. I've been waiting all day long.
All these night races are kind of weird. Now, I was hearing Johnny D do all those interviews over at Chevy, and he was asking the drivers. Most of the drivers said, here in Atlanta, the low groove is kind of fast, the middle groove's kind of fast, the high line's kind of fast. Seems like this track just has a lot of ways to pass. Tell us about just how wide the track surface is. It seems like you can kind of pass here.
Yeah, there's a lot of racing room, and with the cup cars, you have so much power that it's, I mean, it's feather in the throttle, you have to just take care of your tires the whole race run. So it's, you can gain a lot of speed depending on where you're at on the track, and it changes throughout the race. Sometimes the bottom will be better, and other times the top will be better. And you just have to figure out what works the best for you and go with it. But yeah, it's a neat track because of that, because the tires fall off so much.
Now for you, every driver is different. For you, what do you prefer lying here? Top, middle, bottom?
I've been working the bottom a lot the last couple of years in practice and things, but there'll be times tonight when you'll have to run the top, you have to run the middle, and maybe try like a diamond type move in 3 and 4 especially. But
don't give all your tips away.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So you just have to always be looking for a little bit more traction, and that's why it's such a great track. So I think the bottom will be the spot to be though for probably 60-70% of the race.
Now we have those new Goodyear racing tires here, totally different. You got the zone tread on them. How are those new tires? It's totally different technology. How are they working out this weekend?
It seems fine. It'd be interesting how they work tonight. I know yesterday in the other races it seemed like they worked pretty good, and the fall off, there's a lot of fall off. Slid around, the car slid around a lot, so I'd say there'll be more of that tonight, having more horsepower and things, and just kind of see where it goes, but it seemed pretty good.
Now, all these fans had some questions. I actually wrote some of them down. Where's Meryl from Georgia? Meryl, right on over here. Meryl, she's on one of your Kasey Kahne fanatics. She has a question for you. Her question was this: where is Billy right now?
Yeah.
Billy is Kasey Kahne's dog, and how is Billy doing?
Doing really good. I live real close to my sister, so he stays there. And he has 3 kids, and they like Billy a lot. So he spends a lot of time up there. I travel a lot, so he's kind of got 2 homes, I guess.
And also, Derek, little 13-year-old Derek right there. He came up. Oh, he's so excited. He came on up, and he's in middle school right now, 13 years old. And he says, ask Kasey Kahne what his favorite subject was in middle school.
Math.
Math? Counting all that money that you're going to win tonight? Also, Carter, where's Carter? Carter's right on over here. How old were you when you first started racing? Anything?
When I started 3-wheelers, I started racing 3-wheelers when I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
And then mini sprints I was 14. That was when I really got going, was when I was about 14. So 12 or 14, something like that.
Matthew from Sonoya. Matthew, right on over here. Matthew's kind of a little macabre question. He says, what was the wildest, craziest crash of your career?
Man, I had a bunch of them that time. I would say I was at Sharon Speedway. This is just one of them. I was at Sharon Speedway going down the back stretch, and I went to, it was a sprint car race, it was a half mile. I went to pull down and pass the guy in front of me, and I was going to slide him. When I pulled down, my steering wheel came off. At 100, I don't know, 30, 40 miles an hour. This would be 4 launch devices. So I passed him, but then I went straight across, straight into the wall, and then up through the top of the wall and out. And ended up, when I figured out where I was in a parking lot next to, just the crowd, their cars.
Wow.
And I still had my steering wheel in my hand, never let it go. And my knees were killing me. I mean, it was bad. I had a picture of it, and my neck looked like it was, I don't know, like 12 inches long or something, just stretched out. I was lucky in that one, but that was probably one of my bigger wrecks.
Wow.
All right, last question, because we know you got to get on out of here. You watched those college football games yesterday?
Yeah.
I just watched the final one. That's the only one I watched. It's Clemson and Georgia.
Here's the deal. I think I know your answer. If you want to get out of here, so who were you rooting for?
Georgia.
That's right. Woo! I know. You put on.
It was a great game.
All right, now Seattle Seahawks are starting off. What do you think the Hawks are going to do this year? Everybody's been actually predicting them that they have a good shot at making the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're going to do really good this year. I mean, they're going to be really good, but they start next Sunday in Carolina, so we race Saturday night at Richmond. I have like 27, 28 tickets for Sunday. I'm taking the team. We're all going to the game.
Wow.
So we're going to have a lot of fun.
Do you have any extra tickets for any of your fans? Ladies and gentlemen, he's got to get on out of here.